can't believe I talked about it. I'm not going to talk about that this time.
It was funny.
When one goes to San Francisco, one puts what in their hair?
Rice-A-Roni?
Do you not know that song?
I don't know if anyone knows.
Have y'all never seen Forrest Gump?
Yes.
It's like one of the main songs from Forrest Gump.
When is it in the...
Remember, it goes dun 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 dun. Put flour in your hair. Okay, are you ready to start?
Yes.
Okay, let's play it. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Unhitched or Dad Trying. I'm Cameron Carter, and with me is Lauren Neat. How's it going?
Hey Cam, it's good. How are you?
I'm all sorts of dandy and fine, and
dandy and fine.
Yeah, mainly fine. I'll be honest, I kind of lied about being dandy. Dandy. That sounded weird coming out for some reason. I don't know why. Oh my gosh, Lauren, I'm so tired.
Are you?
I had to work today, but that's okay. It's just like my Friday. It's like I'm just getting off.
It's true. Everyone else is like already mourning that tomorrow's Sunday, and it's your party time.
Sure, and this is how I party.
This is how I party. Can I just say really quickly that when you said dandy, the first thing I think about is Crocodile Dandy, which isn't a thing, but I think of Crocodile Dundee, and I think of Crocodile Dandy, and I just imagine like a flamboyant crocodile man.
Dundee,
pretty much.
That's not a knife. That's not a knife at all. That's a spoon.
Or it's his pickup line.
It's a teaspoon.
That's not a knife. So you're tired?
Yeah. You just I almost called this one in.
Oh yeah?
Actually, that's not true. I've waited all day to do this. I'm so excited to be here.
Yes.
Good. Lauren, how are you?
I'm doing great. Yesterday was a very stressful day at work, so I won't talk about it.
Hey.
But
okay, never mind.
Yeah. Everyone should know that we have like very much real full-time jobs, and we record a podcast. Yes. We do it all.
And I raise a family.
I get dressed in the morning.
Each taking care of our own lots in life.
That's true. I even shower occasionally.
Now that I was going to pretend like I don't, to kind of be on your level, but I shower probably too frequently, right? I'm looking at Amy for confirmation, getting a solid yes. Okay, good.
Can I just ask you about that? I have a friend. I actually got dinner with a good friend last week, and he says he showers twice a day. Just friends. He's great though. Okay. We shower. I mean, no, we don't. Been shower.
Friends for a while. One of those childhood friends. Let's just get the baths done all at once.
We shower in swimsuit. No, he showers twice a day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense. Let me guess. Workout and before bed. He works out in the morning, showers?
No, he showers every single morning. And then I think he works out in the evenings.
Oh, okay.
And then showers after that. That
makes more sense, yeah.
I think that's amazing.
Is it?
So yes, I truly do. If I shower once a day, I shouldn't be so amazed. But I am.
And that leads me to our next topic for this week, showering.
Gosh.
Oh man, that would just be that would be us like at the bottom of the slope here. We started out so high and like third weekend showering.
Next week, brushing your teeth. Do you start with the top or the bottom?
That's actually we could probably do a podcast on brushing your teeth.
I mean, my mom is an orthodontist, so I've got a lot of
gosh, the perfect guest to have on the podcast.
Dr. Neat, welcome. She'll tell us all about proper teeth hygiene.
Oh, but is that her job? She's an orthodontist.
But
she's not a dentist.
Little known fact. Well,
it seems like she's... I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I'll go. It seems like she would be so above that. She's like, I see it when it's really bad. Like, I don't know. I don't know about being an orthodontist versus a dentist.
Like if there's like some seriously weird,
right,
like anger between the two practices.
Right. Like the orthodontist just all hot-headed and just like, I don't educate. Like they're the hot shots that pull up in the brand new Teslas and like somehow like has valet parking outside of their, small little office orthodontist space and just like
throw the keys at some valet.
Hey, like not at the valet, throw it near the valet so the valet has to go run and fetch them.
Oh my gosh. You are describing my mother
That's
to
her.
a T.
Oh man. I've met her a couple times.
No,
That's pretty much
just like it.
Not even going to defend her.
No, she's not at all. But the truth is, to be an orthodontist, you have to be a dentist first, technically.
I didn't know that.
Well, because you go through dental school, and then after that, you move on to orthodontic specialty school.
I thought that was just because the orthodontic school was located so close to the dentist school, and you have to go through that to get to the orthodontist school.
Like you have to walk through the breezeway.
That's exactly what you meant.
Yep.
I didn't know that. And I've been in the medical field, even considered being a dentist for a while. I'm so glad I'm not a dentist. Isn't there a thing that have you ever heard this? Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't there a thing out there that if you're, I don't know, become a dentist, like there's a higher rate of suicide in dentists?
I've heard that
compared to doctors and other people.
I've heard that, but I've only heard that because of the movie The Whole Nine Yards with Bruce Willis and Matthew Perry.
Oh, I forgot about that.
They quote that in the movie. That's one of my favorite movies, by the way.
It's been so long since I've seen that.
It's so funny.
Didn't they have a whole 10 yards after that?
They did. It wasn't good.
It wasn't good?
No.
That's just, any sequel from the 90s, you can immediately write off as just being awful.
It's kind of true.
So movies created in the 90s or early 2000s, if it had a sequel within the 90s or early 2000s, guaranteed to be an awful sequel. Like Dumb and Dumberer or what, or 2, whatever one.
I remember that. Except for Toy Story.
Toy Story was, Toy Story.
Oh, but that was a children's movie.
Right. I mean, Toy Story, Pixar movies, always get the pass. But, gosh, I'm trying to think. I am blanking on it. But you know what I mean. Anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Actually, speaking of my mother, you know what they do? Because I know we're talking about Halloween this episode. My mother every year hands out toothbrushes at Halloween.
You told me that.
Yeah.
I think that's actually one of the first things that you told me
when I met you.
When we met, like that is coming from a distant place in the memory bank. That is the worst.
Okay, let me preface this with, well, I'm not prefacing it. I said it already.
She give out candy?
She hands out candy too.
Okay,
so my dad in his youth, his dream was to hand out full-size candy bars to children. And my mom...
Crazy aspirations.
Well, I know. He was like, dream big. And so they give out full-size candy bars and a toothbrush. But the toothbrush is orange and black like Halloween.
Oh.
So it was so cute. When I go home to help pass out candy, and if I'm like outside, I can hear herds of kids running and going, "The dentist lives down here. Let's go!"
Nice.
And they like stampede down the street to like get the full size candy bars. It's so cute.
And your mom comes out and like, "I'm not a dentist. I ain't none of that trash," and like, and then just starts lobbing toothbrushes at the kid.
Of course, the terror of toothbrushes.
I would love to see a haunted house. I know we're beating this joke to death, but I would love to see a haunted house made up like it's just your mom and she's like, I don't know, the main boss or villain at the haunted house, and it's just you're going through and you're like, I hear the crazy orthodontist lives here. She killed 5 dentists. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, let's jump into Topic Thunder. Why don't we?
Let's do it.
All right.
Boom, boom, boom. Topic Thunder. What?
Okay, Lauren, I'm going to throw the ball to you this week.
Okay.
Let's talk Halloween.
I will take that ball and run with it. Halloween is probably the single female's favorite holiday, I've discovered. Definitely not Valentine's Day. Definitely not our favorite holiday. But Halloween tends to be a favorite because it usually allows for the opportunity for young women to dress up scantily and stay out late.
Right.
Yes, I didn't do either. I did go out late, but I don't dress scantily.
No.
Never. So my Halloween was a little unusual in that we threw a Halloween party, my roommates and I.
Not typical for you?
No, not anymore. I used to be more of a party thrower. I'm more of a party moocher.
Catcher?
That's right. Party receiver. No, I've been way more of a Halloween party moocher in the last few years. I'm just like, I don't want the responsibility of throwing a party, but I just want to show up and use all of the fun party environment.
Right.
It's a consumer. I'm a consumer.
Consumer of parties. You come, you grab the hat, you grab the goodies, you grab the candy, balloons, and as many presents as you can kind of walk away with, and you're like,
exactly. I'm
just like
basically I break and enter.
Party monster.
I'm a party monster. That's what you can call me.
Okay.
So anyway, my roommates wanted to throw a party this year, and I was a little hesitant, but we did it. And you were there. You came to my party.
Surprise!
You came.
I was there.
But it was a fun party. It was really chill. It was a little hectic, and my roommate's friend, actually, this was one of my favorite parts. He stayed in the kitchen the whole time and did all of our dishes.
I know, Dish Boy. Shout out to Dish Boy out there.
That's right.
We'll never know his name, right?
I think his name was Giovanni.
Giovanni, don't tell me his name. I want
Sorry.
him to be Dish Boy.
You can call him Dish Boy.
Yeah. So I thought Dish Boy was very interesting because I showed up there. You were right. It started out a little hectic, and everyone's just trying. When you first show up to a party and you're just kind of giving everything, and you're I don't know. It's like you're making your entrance, and you kind of, whether consciously or unconsciously, are just kind of making yourself known. You're going around. You're showing off your Halloween outfit, which
right.
I won't get to just yet. But right in the background of everything at this party, and we showed up a little late, so he's probably there for a little while, was Dish Boy. And Dish Boy was just in the background, and he was getting stuff done. And
yeah.
And I didn't know who he was. For a second there, I was just like, no one's really acknowledging this dude who's like doing all the cleaning and dishes and all this stuff, taking out the trash. And I'm like, this is a creepy persona or outfit he's got. He's like, I'm the creepy Dish Boy. And he's like, I don't know. So I had this theory, and I was talking to Amy about it, that this guy, as nice as he was, I'm just like, man, I don't know much about him. He was really just content to do dishes. Could be a serial killer. Kind of has that, I don't know. You meet people in your life that you're just like, you're so nice and you do so many great things for so many people, but you're just like, there's just a whiff of something off of you that's just
unsavory.
Yeah.
No, he was
sweet.
He was nice. He did he literally, I was like, please stop doing the dishes. I was starting as a woman raised with a very good of a mother who's a host. The
very good manners. They don't put their feet on the table.
Right. My feet are currently on their table.
And she's not taking them off.
They're staying right here. I'm comfy, sir. Oh, they're getting
You're
closer.
Like, is it? No.
Let the listener know I moved my feet even closer to Cameron.
Oh, gosh. We'll give a listener the foot update in just a little while.
Yeah, we'll let you know where they are. Anyway.
For all the creepy listeners.
Foot fetish people. He was doing and so it was hard for me to just let him do the dishes. I felt really guilty, but he insisted, so I was like.
He insisted, pulled out his knife, and was like, I'm going to do these dishes. You best back up.
Don't say another word. Okay. No, he was really cool, but I didn't even tell you guys what I dressed up as.
Lauren, why don't you let's take a second here, and why don't you tell me what you were dressed up as?
Okay. I was Avril Lavigne. Very topical.
The punk singer.
Hot button issue is Avril Lavigne right now, circa 2016.
Is it?
That's why my costume was terrible. Everyone's like, "What are you?
Are you from Kick-Ass?"
Well, I kind of did look like I was from Kick-Ass. I had I basically just
even outdated. Even that movie's outdated.
I know it's not even any more topical than Avril Lavigne, but basically I had a costume in mind. It didn't work out. I tried to wear this really cool purple wig.
Mm-hmm.
I really wanted to wear this crazy long purple hair because it was fun. But for those of you who don't know me, I've got crazy curly hair already. So to try and fit that underneath a wig was just dumb. Like, I don't know what I was thinking.
It was like made that sound effect.
Yeah, because the wig popped off because my hair was so big. It was like,
boing.
and then I would always have these like blonde curly like escape artist hairs that would just like find their way out. But
she's a fraud.
That's not her real purple hair.
Hey, that's Lauren.
Basically, it was so bad. It looked like I had a second head, like I had a twin in the womb, but all that was left of the twin on my body was like a bump on my head,
and a very hairy twin.
A very hairy twin. So anyway, I ixnayed the red or the purple wig and
not the twin.
Not the the twins, maybe.
Oh goodness! Ooh, scary Halloween.
I know. My mom keeps the twin in the basement with all the other dentists.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I put on, and so I was trying to look like a punk, and I put on all this eyeliner, like really thick, bad black eyeliner. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking, this looks trashy. I look like Avril Lavigne.
I did it.
All right. But ironically, I got so many compliments on my makeup that night.
Oh, really? But
I did.
No one was like, "Good job doing the Avril Lavigne." That. You know what I mean?
I know. No, I didn't get any of that. I just got like, "You look good," and I was like, "Really?" I attempted to look trashy.
So did you then leave the party, go to Spencer's Gifts, and just kind of throw yourself into the punk genre? And that's you now.
I bought a Slipknot shirt. Mm-hmm. I bought...
I wasn't going to mention or speak of it today, but it was like that was a little uncharacteristic since I last saw you. But
yeah, I went and bought a Korn poster. Mm-hmm. Backwards Korn, like we talked about before.
Yes, the K is backwards.
That's what I meant.
Right.
Sorry. Backwards Korn.
Backwards Korn. Oh, it's tastier this way.
Okay, side note. I heard this insult. I read this insult on online that A&M was like insulting a team they were about to play, and they were insulting the coach.
A&M, the college?
The university.
The university.
Yeah, they were making these banners to basically insult the team coming to play. And they had the name of the quarterback. I can't remember what it was. Let's name him like Josh Bryan. It was like, Josh Bryan eats corn on the cob the long way. That would
be a Texas A&M joke.
I know.
Still making gay jokes.
Is that a gay joke?
Yes, it's a gay joke.
Is it?
It's got to be.
No, I just imagined a doofus eating corn on the cob vertically.
Maybe it's up for interpretation. I don't know.
I think it's just.
I'm just assuming what Texas A&M people, how they would make fun of someone like that, and they would probably still throw out
a corn joke.
Well, anyway, so that's a good side note. Good job.
Yeah. Anyway, so corn on the cob. I don't remember why you talked about corn. Oh, the poster.
Yes, and eating corn backwards. So anyway, so you got all these compliments for the makeup.
I did. Yeah, I got compliments on my trashy outfit. Mm-hmm. And so fast forward to the party. It was fun. It was really fun. There were a lot of we fit a ton of people into that little apartment.
Seriously, y'all had like probably 30 people in like 2 rooms.
Yeah. It was too many. It was hot. It was toasty.
It was all sorts of hot.
Little do you know, that was the plan. We were just waiting for the clothes to start coming off.
I know, and then turn it into a sexy Matrix rave.
That was the goal. Mm-hmm. Have you been reading my diary?
Dear Diary, I watched The Matrix Reloaded today, and halfway through, it just got really hot. Hoping to make the Halloween party, it did that.
Sexy Matrix rave.
Love you. No, I really love you. Diary. Gosh.
Well,
That was a dumb diary entry.
Don't judge my diary.
Yeah, sorry.
That was the goal.
Thank you for reading that out loud, by the way. Mm-hmm. I think you had a little bubble in your throat there.
Yeah, I did.
Sometimes I say throat.
Well, you would be wrong.
Anyway, so
it was super hot in there.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
It's all good. I really wanted to take, so I'll kind of jump in there. I ended up dressing like Han Solo and Han Solo from The Force Awakens. Mm-hmm. So I wore, in The Force Awakens, he doesn't wear that little vest, that sexy vest he wore in the first 3 movies. He wears like full-on jacket because he's now older and colder. And so
his arms are cold.
His arms are cold, and space is cold, and he's it's finally clicking for him. Anyway, I decided my outfit was very clever. If I do say so myself, you agree?
It was clever.
Thank you.
It was clever.
Okay, now the problem that I had was there were just so many dum-dums out there at the party, and at 2 parties. We both went to 2 parties. So at your party, I had 3 dum-dums when I showed up. Immediately go, "Are you from The Walking Dead? Is that who? Are you Rick?" And, I don't think you refuse to watch Walking Dead, right?
I refuse. I've never seen it.
I don't know what's going on with you. Anyway, but
I do that sometimes.
Spoiler alert. For The Walking Dead, things get bloody, and my Han Solo rather. I'm just thinking old. When I think of Harrison Ford and Han Solo, they're just so synonymous because they're both. So when I was thinking about, so basically, Harrison Ford in The Force Awakens. Spoiler alert! If I have no problem blurting this out. He dies at the end, right? Mm-hmm. Little whiny Kylo Ren just jabs him with a lightsaber at the end. Bam, he falls over the edge into the whatever reactor abyss, whatever that was.
Reactor
abyss. And
is that where we all go when we get stabbed?
Yes, we do. We just get dumped into the reactor. That sounds horrifying. Just sounds like a horrible future. Like we either get thrown into the reactor abyss or we get turned into Soylent Green. Anyway,
I'm glad you aren't in charge of the universe.
I'm fine with that. Gosh, I got another bubble stuck in my throat. So anyway, I had a stab wound on my outfit, and it just no one got it. They just saw me as some dumb Walking Dead person. It was just super annoying. But
it serves you right for walking into a party full of Walking Dead heads.
Yeah, that's true. They were. Well, it's annoying because they're nerdy, right? But
right.
They were the wrong kind of nerdy. Like, they were nerdy to the point to where they were, like, too good for Star Wars Force Awakens. I don't know. Because none of them got it. No one, and I went through the effort. Like, I made sure my jacket looked like it. And anyway, I'm not going down that road again. But this one dude over there, when we started playing the TV trivia game, he was sitting behind me. It was quiet for most of the night. And then kind of speaks up and he's like, "You're Han Solo." And I'm like, "Thank you, finally. Like, you're the first one." I told him, like, "You're the first one to get that. Like, no one else knew I was Han Solo." And then this guy opens up his mouth and he's just kind of like, "Yeah, but your stat one's a little low. Why'd you put it so low?" And I'm like, and I don't remember how the rest of that conversation went. I just kind of blocked it out of my mind. I was just like, yeah, I guess I should. But apparently, when I went to my next party the next day, I was a little self-conscious about that, and I might have corrected that. And might have thrown out the old shirt with the blood stain and redid it. So,
what are your neighbors thinking when they see the dumpster full of blood-stained T-shirts?
They're like, "Hey, look, 2 shirts. They're bloody.
2 free shirts.
2 free shirts.
I'll just turn it inside out with this blood stain. It's fine.
This one already has it on there. I'm good."
This will cover up my blood stain.
Crazy neighbors.
Oh, man.
Oh, shucks. So
I'm glad that you were righted in your incorrect wound placement.
Mm-hmm. I know, but it really stung. I mean, not as bad as it did for our old Harry Ford, but it did. It really did kind of get to me.
You felt a little bit like, I should have known better,
right?
Didn't you?
Anyway, so that was me at your party. Mm-hmm. And do you want to tell everyone what happened then? What you did after we were there for like 45 minutes?
Cameron's really sore about this,
but
I actually left my own party to go to party number 2.
And didn't you invite us to your party?
My party, the first party?
Right.
Of course I did.
I just really want to lay this out here.
Okay, also, you guys were like an hour late.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's talk about that.
I was trying to place that wound in the right place. That's not a lie. We were taking a little bit of time to do some last minute outfits.
It was worth it.
Yeah, it was worth it. Mainly for Ellie's outfit.
Mm-hmm.
I like Halloween now. I really wasn't a big fan growing up. But man, when you can dress the family in a Star Wars getup, it's awesome. It's
pretty dang cute.
We dressed Ellie up as R2-D2. And then walking out of the apartment, I say, hey, I was actually kind of mad at Amy. I was like, Amy, she could have been baby 8. And because Amy was dressed up as Rey, and I'm like, yeah. Rey and R2, I don't know if they've ever met. I don't know if they are aware of each other. And
yet.
I don't know. So me getting needlessly upset at my wife for something so dumb. Anyway,
she was really cute in her R2-D2 onesie, and Amy looked really great as Rey.
I want to have another kid just so we can have a baby 8 outfit.
She's still a baby.
Will she be a baby next year?
She will be a baby next year.
Okay, done.
She can be baby 8.
She'll always be my baby 8.
Aww.
Let's move on.
Okay, so yes, I abandoned the Star Wars clan at my own apartment and left.
Much like Rey's father abandoned her.
Oh,
you left us in your little Jakku desert party there.
Y'all could have stayed. You were having a fun time.
We were. Actually, we both left that party after you all left, and we kind of realized, oh, your roommates actually were kind of cool. Like,
they're super cool.
I obviously didn't really know them until the past few months.
Had your doubts.
Yeah.
Apparently, about the people I hang with.
I know. Well, one of them was just like a tree, and I was like, "Are you Groot?" And she was like, "No, just a tree." And I'm like, "Oh." And I kind of went like, "Hey, good for her. At least that's recognizable, you know." There's that dilemma when you do the Halloween thing. It's like, do I dress up as something that's very obvious, or do I dress up as something spunky like 3-hole punch Jim from The Office,
right?
And so what's better? Is it just to be cool, like awesome tree, or is it like better to be like
Groot?
I don't know, like
I
something a little less straightforward.
Okay, I'm happy when anyone gives the effort into dressing up. To be honest,
yeah,
I'm like, you have the right to be what you want to be.
That's true.
For this day,
there ain't no rules on Halloween.
One day,
except for no clowns. That should just be a flat out rule.
The second party I went to, and I do apologize for abandoning you guys at my own house, but the second party I really wanted to go to, so I selfishly put that desire above everything else.
That's okay. I mean, it did. Okay, so it sounded pretty sick.
It was pretty sick.
So go ahead. Here's the salt. Here's my open wound. Just go ahead and rub it in.
Pour it on and rub it in.
So just go into it. I kind of liked hearing about this.
Okay, party number 2. Party number 2 is at this really cool house, and it was actually this guy's birthday party as well as a Halloween party. So they went.
That's getting dope.
It was awesome. Like, they had a DJ, like a legit DJ in the dance floor, which was their dining room. Like, I guess it is their dining room usually,
right?
But it was a dance floor this night, and there was just tons of food. First of all, there was homebrewed beer on tap. Like at least 6 different taps of homebrewed beer going.
I guess I've never asked. Do they actually have? Do they just have kegs, or do they actually have like a bar?
It was a bar.
Really?
It was a bar with like
that is pretty.
You
dope.
pull the lever and then you get your beer. And there was a trampoline. There was a tire swing. It was just really cool.
Oh, I forgot about all that.
Yeah, it was great. So I met a lot of fun people. There were a lot of fun people from my church, but. It was great.
Beers?
Oh, yeah.
At the party?
With the party beers.
That's fine. Right?
Loving Jesus.
Good.
Yep. No, it was just really fun. We danced all night long.
All night?
Oh, no. I went home by 2. But I will say, as a single gal, I made a lot of fun new friends at this party. Like, a lot of fun new friends. Like, there was a guy who dressed up as Bacon, and he was, you know, a little salty, but...
Oh.
That was a joke. Anyway, it was just... It felt like a totally opposite party. Like, the first party was, like, games and hang out, and this party was, like, dance till you drop. Like, really fun. Sorry I abandoned you.
That's okay. I mean, I would leave a party like that for Bacon. Yeah.
But I will say, like, I got home, and it was me and my two... Cameron is now pushing the table towards me.
I am pushing the feet away. That's a foot update for you foot fetishists. There you go.
He's passive-aggressively angry that my foot is up on the table. It's not going anywhere. I got home, and it hit me. It was one of those moments where I was like, I am single. You know, it was like, okay, I'm all alone in this world. But it's kind of nice tonight because my two roommates were with me, and they just came in my room, and we were all sitting on my bed just kind of laughing and talking about the night. And I was like, these are the kind of moments that I won't always get to have. So It was great.
You'll definitely not. It's not like I can go home and debrief after something, you know, being married. It's not like I come home and hang out with my roommates on my bed in my room.
Actually, that's kind of all you get to do, isn't it?
Yeah. That's where I was going with that.
I know, but it's not the same, right? It's not the same as living with like a bunch of dudes.
It's better.
Well, that's good. Give me something to look forward to.
Yeah. Oh, man. Everything indoors is dope as shit.
Everything indoors.
It's just, with baby outside, it gets crazy. I mean, so Ellie was at the first party when we were leaving. Oh, my gosh. So while you're having a ball, you know, eating bacon and jumping on trampolines.
I was not eating bacon. That was a person.
Got a little confused.
I don't know what kind of a movie you think that this became.
Oh, gosh. I regret saying that. So we were headed home, and it just set off. And that's the thing. And there's something about Ellie where she just hates. I mean, that homegirl just hates cars. She's like, I don't know how I feel about accelerating, or like, I don't know if it's cars or accelerating, or I don't know what it is, but it just sets her off, and she's just. It's been really bad lately. So, but as soon as we got her home, you know, you just run through the 3: diaper, feeding, and sleep. And you're like, let's go through our list. Okay. And a little feeding, and then she finally shut up. I shouldn't be talking. I love it. I love her to death, but sometimes I'm just like, I know this is cliche for most dads to even say this, but it's like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on, Ellie.
Well, I think that's honest. You know, like, people want to pretend like it's all flowers and butterflies and like, ooh, she cooed and ooh. But, like, in reality, you're like, that's cute, but, like,
the diaper can's getting full.
Yeah, like, because I think that anyone who's actually a parent knows that that's real.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
And I might have mentioned this before in a previous podcast, but I believe so in the first episode. It's definitely one of those complexes where the constant thought for me lately has been, everyone's just so dang right about it. Like, I hate how right people are about being a father and doing the parenting thing in the first 3 months. It's just, there's like no surprises. It's just the child will cry. Sometimes if you diaper, feeding, sleep, sometimes those don't work, and you're just kind of left with coping with crying.
Yeah.
And God love her, like Amy does that every day when I'm at work. And it seems like when you come home and you're just kind of like, this is kind of annoying, but then you start to think, oh, my wife's been here dealing with this all day long. And anyway, Mother's Day is something special going out to you, Amy. I'm like, oh, I get Mother's Day now. It makes complete sense.
It should be Mother's Week.
It should be Mother's Year. You know what I mean?
Every day, all day, Mother's Day.
Love them mothers. Mother lovers.
Mother lovers.
And so, anyway.
One of my favorite Lonely Planets.
Yeah.
Wait, Lonely Planets. That's
Lonely
a guidebook.
A guidebook?
Lonely Planet is a traveler's guide.
Oh. It's a singleness coping book.
Oh my gosh, that's so good. This is the Lonely Planet.
Oh,
I'm
so
experiencing it alone.
Just floating out here.
No, Lonely Island. That's what I was trying to say.
The band.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And that I don't know where it's going. That anyway. So that's pretty much it.
So while I was dancing with Bacon and Santa Claus. You were coping with a crying baby.
Yep.
I'm sorry about that.
So that kind of put the dent in our night. But fast forward to our party, our second party. Mm-hmm. We went to, we just got together with some friends from our church group. And we just kind of, we usually meet on a certain night. And we just said, hey, let's throw that out and let's just have a little get together. Even invited our very own Lauren Need here. Shot us down once again.
Oh. I'm sorry.
We're really painting you out to be the villain here.
I know.
It's really hard to do. It's really hard to do for you.
I got my feet up on your table. I'm ditching you at parties.
And you got your hood up. You're just like straight, just like
thugging it.
I don't give a F.
It's because Avril Lavigne. What can I say?
I know. Well, that hair. I'm missing the illusion because I'm seeing these little puffs of hair, just like.
I know. It's hard to
Laura.
be a thug with like Pollyanna style hair.
Mm-hmm.
You're like,
wait, what?
Have you never heard of Pollyanna?
What is that? That sounds like Roman.
Oh no, it's an old book. It's not that old, but it's about this girl who's like super kind and sweet, and everything's. She's just super positive, and she's like, if someone's a Pollyanna, they're just like very optimistic, and like life is a bowl of cherries. Is that a saying?
Yes.
Life is a bowl of cherries.
That
without the pits. Because pits are the pits.
Pits are the worst.
Yeah.
Oh, there's nothing worse than... I'm surprised I still have all my teeth because whenever I get like... Not, what do you call them, maraschino cherries? The regular kind. The non, bathed in sugar kind.
Right. Like
regular
black
cherries. Right.
Yeah.
I always forget.
Oh, gosh.
I always forget.
That makes my head hurt all of a sudden.
Why are those seeds so hard?
I don't know, but that makes... I feel like I might bite my tongue or something just thinking about that.
No, I'd rather bite my tongue than to bite one of those again.
No. Oh.
No, I just, for whatever reason, I just get so excited because I'm like, that looks juicy. That's actually kind of the sound it makes. It's like, conk.
Conk. Oh, man. Can I just say, I do apologize for not going to
taking
that
your
party.
feet down?
2 feet now.
Okay.
Deal.
No, give a mouse a cookie. Jeez.
That's right. But can I just say, and this is not something I expect you to fix for all married people.
Mm-hmm. Just didn't know that charge would even be on me for anything. But
yeah, well, I'm subtly expecting you to. I find it really hard to go to a party or to go to parties with mostly married couples.
I get
as
that.
A single person.
It's not for you.
Yeah. It's really hard.
I would be totally bored if I was single and at the party that we were at, but it was pretty dope, Yeah. Because for whatever reason, when you have the kids, that whatever hormones released and you're like, oh, kids are cute and they're awesome. Even before we started our podcast, I was showing you pictures of someone else's kids.
I know.
I would never do that as a single person. And if I was single, that would be
red flag.
Absolute red flag. I mean, even if the dude was totally fine and you even did background check, whatever, that's still freaky. There's no way a single dude could ever do that.
Yeah.
But you're like, kids are cute now. For whatever reason, the dad gene has been flipped on, and it's like every kid's adorable.
Can I ask you something? When you look at pictures of
yes.
little girls, oh gosh, didn't sound right. When you look at those your friends' kids or something, and you're like, oh, this girl
pictures
is so
of
cute.
My friends' kids,
right? Do you think in your head oh, I hope Ellie's cuter than this kid?
Oh,
do you think that?
Amy and I talk about this all the time. And we'll never be immune from the comparison complex with our child and other children.
Mm-hmm.
Everything from, I could just see it. It's going to be such a problem for us. But then again, I hopefully will just grow into being this dope family that does whatever we want. But I know we'll cave under the pressure. But to answer your question, I honestly, we do it already.
Yeah.
We're already comparing our Ellie to other families that have had children recently, and to be honest, and you can shut me down if not, Ellie's cuter than all of her friends' babies. She is.
I mean, you are a little biased because she's yours, but I think she might be the cutest baby I've ever seen.
Okay, now you have some really adorable cousins, right? You still want to stick by that?
Well, they're not babies anymore.
Is Ellie cuter than they were when they were babies?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
And
I will say it.
And you're fine with this being...
if my family disowns me because of it, I'm sorry.
You're just like, cool. That's awesome.
She's really cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a really cute R2D2. I think honestly that was kind of one of the days I'm like, oh my gosh.
It was like family dream accomplished.
I know.
Family dreams.
I think I met yeah. Well, if it wasn't a goal, it now was a goal, and it's now an accomplished goal.
There you go.
So that's kind of so I guess that's pretty much it. Our second party was a little bit more cool just because we had some of the married folks and some of the other kids running around. Everyone's being super cool and super cute.
Because you guys were the only couple at my party.
Yeah. No, you're right. We were the only ones that...
Not just a married couple, the only couple.
That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I don't know why we weren't more uncomfortable. I don't know.
Because the single crowd is a welcoming crowd.
They aren't threatening.
Oh, we're all desperately looking for someone to latch onto.
These little rats just running around trying to get their next cheese.
We got plenty of cheese.
Y'all did have some good cheese there.
Yeah, we did.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and our second party has some pretty dope cheese as well. I need to stop
Cameron,
saying dope.
Whose cheese was better? You can't just talk about two parties' cheeses like that. Without choosing.
I don't know. It's definitely our party because y'all had that nasty Velveeta cheese at your party, and you know how I feel about that, right?
I know.
It's of the devil. Velveeta cheese is from Satan himself.
It's a petroleum cheese
I picture
product.
that the lake of fire, whatever hell is, I'm pretty sure like 50%, 55% of it's going to be like molting hot Velveeta cheese. And that's how Satan tortures people down there. He throws scalding hot melted Velveeta cheese on people, and it's just the worst. Why do we even say cheese? It's not cheese.
What is it? It's
goop.
It's
goop. Gosh, it's even stressing me out right now talking about it.
I'm sorry. Well, let's not talk about cheese goop.
Oh, jeez.
So party 2 had better cheese.
Yeah, it had some pretty good. I think there was just a really good sharp cheddar. We had a basic. I can't remember. We had a nice mild soft cheese. Anyway, the spread at this party was pretty awesome.
But Cameron, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Who cut the cheese?
So funny story. I think I usually don't like to talk about work. Anyway, so no one cut the cheese, Lauren.
Okay.
We're not going to talk about it.
But if someone did cut the cheese, you could always blame it on the babies.
That's true. Oh, man. She's a little cheese cutter. She's a little cheese grater. She's making all these little cheeses from a bigger cheese.
She's shredding that cheese all over the place.
Oh, gosh. Yeah. I'm looking at her right now. She is today just a really gassy baby. So that's pretty much it. Shall we go into our rating?
I think so.
Okay. I think I pretty much lay this out there. I already did my math beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
I think on Amy's behalf, I break it down into 3: mine, Amy's, and Ellie's. So I'll go and do Amy and Ellie's. Amy's was probably about a 7. She actually had a good time. She enjoyed it. She was happy. She was happy to get out, play a few games, see her friends, and then was having a ball. I think mine was a little bit clouded from just, I don't know, probably that drive home. Like, I'm one of these guys that if just I could have the best day in the world, but that one thing's offset, and I just go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I was just like, all I could see is through the lens of just crying baby on the way home. That was it. So, I would say for myself, I'd give it about a 5. I would.
Oh.
Yeah. And Ellie, I don't know, 4. Because she was the one crying. So that's my rating for the 2. Let me do some math while you tell us your rating.
My rating. All right.
I should know what that is.
I had a great night, to be honest. I have very low expectations for Halloween.
5.3 bar.
5.3 repeating. That's Cameron's rating. I have very low expectations for Halloween. Mostly any holiday that doesn't involve like my family, because my family's so fun. So I pretty much every holiday with them is out of the park. But so yeah, Halloween is never something I really care much about. But I ended up having a really awesome night.
It seems like it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, from the hanging out with friends at my place to dancing all night with Bacon and Santa Claus and
not all night,
Captain Hook, and you're fine. It wasn't all night till 2 a.m. with all these fun people. It was a really good night, and I give it a 9 out of 10. That's pretty
solid.
Yeah, I credit it all to the low expectations. That's how I go into most things.
Oh gosh. I mean, sometimes I think the key to life is just set them low, just set them down low, and just jump over them every time.
Did you ever see that episode or that show Mad TV when they had the lowered expectations dating commercials?
No.
Lowered expectations. It was a dating website.
Okay. You want to just go ahead and act all these out?
Well, it's just my life played out on screen.
I mean,
when it comes to dating.
Oh, gosh. Been on any dates lately?
I have not. Not a one.
I feel like that should be a separate segment just for you.
Just dating or lack thereof for Lauren. I have, the cool thing about being my age now is having like some really cool guy friends that maybe at one point I would have wanted to date, or maybe I even did date. I'm not going to name any names, but now they're friends and it's weird. It's weird.
I thought you were going to say something else.
No.
Now it's totally cool.
It's weird. I mean, it's cool, and that's what's weird. Like, it should be weird, right?
Oh, I get you. Yeah. No, I get that.
But it's not, and it's... I don't know. I don't know how to take it.
Meanwhile, the guys are at home and just like, pictures of you.
Oh, boy.
Just up against the wall.
Oh, gosh.
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know what dating life is. I just picture that whenever someone dates someone, whoever the other person is, they're a serial killer.
Oh, that gives me a lot of hope.
Sorry. We've been watching a lot of
dark shows.
Well, Amy's been watching The Fall lately, and oh my gosh, the guy in that show, the husband, is just
I've never seen it.
It's terribly dark. Oh God. Don't watch it.
I can't. I literally, the darkest show I can handle is New Girl. That's just it.
It's pretty dark.
It's dark.
Well, gosh.
So I think I won Halloween.
Yeah, I would definitely say so.
Yeah.
I mean, one, you got a 9. I got a 5.3. I mean, that's totally yours. I'm fine with it being yours. You can take that and your nasty Velveeta cheese and just go to hell.
But I won't need to bring Velveeta to hell because apparently it's full of
true.
it.
50%.
55%.
I see.
There you go.
And so that about does it for this week's Topic Thunder. Why don't we just go ahead and jump into one of our favorite segments here, Dumb Things.
Dumb Things.
Dumb Things.
Things dumb.
Okay, Dumb Things. That's now our jingle for that.
Oh, no.
Oh, I'm sorry. So I'll start us out this week. One of my recently moved my buddy Blair from his apartment in downtown Dallas down to kind of the grungy neighborhood, Deep Ellum.
Up and coming.
Up and coming. And we have this guy, so we're using the freight elevator, and to kind of lay it out there for the layman, a freight elevator.
I think it's lame man.
Lame man.
Yeah.
Yes. The ones that can't walk. And you have to lay it down. You have to lay it out because they're already on the ground.
Oh, boy.
Oh, gosh.
We're offending people.
Oh, brother. So, anyway. We were, the freight elevator is typically an elevator used to move freights. Like a freight train. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And
You
got
look
really
at
excited
me.
about this.
I know. You look at me like I know about
Please tell me you know this.
industrial moving things.
No. Oh, that's going to be another episode. Industrial freights.
I'm sick that day.
Oh.
I can feel something coming on.
It's going to be a year.
So you're moving.
We have to do dentist first.
Yes.
So anyway, the freight elevator, we were moving it down, moving it out of this kind of nice high-rise apartment downtown, and there was this dude outside that was just kind of hanging around, maybe even loitering. He was loitering. I don't know my terms.
What was he selling?
He
Hot bod?
I don't know what he was selling, but I wasn't buying it. This dude was hanging out outside, and he looked like I don't know, either he was well off or maybe was trying to make it appear like he was well off. He was just chilling and on his iPad Mini. And on the iPad, I checked and I was passing by. He had like a Gucci case for his iPad.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Oh, no.
And so we're moving things back and forth, going right past this guy. And this guy's just kind of chilling outside of the freight elevator. And I don't know why he's down there. Of all the places in downtown Dallas, he was just hanging out there. I don't know, maybe bumming Wi-Fi. I don't know. And so I just couldn't figure it out. And then he just kind of speaks up to us and is like, hey, what are y'all doing? And I'm like, isn't this a little obvious here? U-Haul truck, moving couches, boxes. What do you think? And anyway, I didn't say that. I'm like,
we're filming a play.
We're filming a play. Let's stop there for a second.
Oh.
You said that.
I don't want to stop there.
Lauren, it's a podcast.
I meant filming a movie. No.
I guess you can film a play. I apologize.
Thank you.
You can film a play. That's perfectly fine. You can do that. It's probably not encouraged. You probably shouldn't be filming plays, but whatever.
Well, if you hide your camera really well under your jacket, then it's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's what I learned.
What play did you film? If you could go and film any play, what would it be?
If I could film any play, it would be Wiggles Live.
Wiggles Live. Is that a play or is that a musical?
I don't know.
Okay. Anyway.
I don't like this part.
We're moving. So we're moving in, and this guy asks that dumb question, and the dude just kind of disappears. And while we're loading things onto the U-Haul truck, and then we come back to the freight elevator, he's actually like hijacked it. He's taken the freight elevator and gone all the way up, and we're like, and you can't like call it down. You can't hit the button. It just comes down. It's like gone, and we have to like go get a special key and go up and like release it and let it come down. And
was the stuff still in the elevator?
There was some stuff still in the elevator. This dude was just kind of like just waiting until the perfect moment. He's like, I'm going to get on that freight elevator. It's like, I've always wanted to ride it. And
maybe that's where he got the Gucci iPad. Was the last time someone was moving out and he got on and he's like went through their boxes.
What a crook. I would love to see a vigilante Batman type try to take down this dude. This dude just
freight elevator thief.
Oh gosh. He was a douche. Calls it like I sees it, and I didn't.
Pretty
see
dumb.
It. Yeah. So that was my dumb thing. What about yours? What's going on? What was dumb?
My dumb thing is, again, something I did to myself. At work, I am new to my job, so I sit there with headphones a lot because I don't want to talk to a lot of people yet. So I like mind my own business, like new girl. Ugh.
So you people, let's talk about this. How many people know you have a podcast? Did we talk about? We already talked about this.
No, no one knows. No one knows I have a podcast. But I was sitting there with my headphones in, and then I like quickly pulled my headphones out, and I was like, "Oh, something's not right." I just had this feeling of like, "Uh-oh." And one of the little earbud suction cuppy thingies got stuck inside my ear. And I just sat there and I was like, uh-oh. And it was this feeling of like, do I call for help? Like, do I call my mom? Like, I don't know what to do with this.
How loud will I be? I don't know.
my hearing is impaired. And so I just kind of sat there and I don't know what I looked like. I was like looking around frantically, and it couldn't have been more than 30 seconds, but it felt so much longer. I was like, who in this office do I ask to fish this thing out of my head? Like, who's close enough with me to be like, hey, get in here, help me? Nobody. Luckily I got it out, but it was like this, like I was alone on this island of panic. 30 seconds.
It was an island, not a planet.
Well, no. Oh, it was a lonely island.
Ah.
If only Andy Samberg were there. Dream come true. So yeah,
really?
that was dumb.
So let's talk about Andy Samberg, because your movie and my favorite movie is Hot Rod, right?
Yes. That's how we became friends.
It is still my favorite movie.
It's still
next to Star Wars. I mean,
it's a different genre. Your French is very good.
Oh, thank you. Don't know what that was. It's just it's the perfect amount of dumb.
Mm-hmm. It's perfect. I will say, I do have a dating story.
I'm going to let you talk.
When I was in college, I was dating this guy, and he was really great. I thought he was so dreamy. But we had this conversation once where we were talking about Hot Rod, and he was like, Hot Rod is so dumb. And I just looked at him. I was like, okay.
See, this is how much we connected, because I remember you telling me this before.
I told you this story before.
And I wanted to go out and murder him.
And I remember telling him, I go, Hot Rod's... No,
sorry.
It was a guy I was dating.
I just wanted to hurt him.
Hurt him. I thought you said hurt him. No. I told him, I go, the movie's so great, but there's this one part that I think is dumb where... And if you've seen the movie, where Ebenezer Scrooge shows up with a Christmas goose.
It's my favorite part.
No.
Yes.
That's my least favorite part.
So for the listener, the Hot Rod, so you have what could be described as the tone for the movie. So all this dumb stuff is happening. And towards the end, there's this one completely out of context just scene where everyone's celebrating Rod as a evil Knievel type has just made the big jump and is able to raise all this money for...
Spoiler.
I'm sorry. But the movie has no plot, so that's totally fine. But at the end, so he's jumping over all these buses. It's like 12 buses, apparently one more than Evel Knievel. I'm really getting into the details here. I love this movie. At the last bus has Ebenezer Scrooge in it, like the actual Ebenezer Scrooge, and he's just there, and everyone's celebrating, going, ah! And then you just cut to Ebenezer Scrooge on the bus, and he's just like, a cooked goose for everyone. And it is my favorite part in my favorite movie.
No.
There's no funnier part in any movie I know of.
I have never wanted to strike a human more than right now.
Don't hit my wife.
No, you. It is my least favorite part of my favorite movie.
So what's your favorite part then?
My favorite part is when he's falling down the mountain.
Oh, okay. That also might be. Okay.
Or when he breaks the window while he's yelling at his stepdad, and then he yells, I am genuinely sorry about the window. Okay, you guys just go see this movie. But anyway, I'm dating this guy. He says he hated that movie, but the only part that was good was the Scrooge part. And I just remember looking at him in that moment, and I thought, this is never going to work out. It was not long after that we broke up.
And you slashed his tires and headed on out of there.
But of course.
That's
how I do it.
So, yeah, I'm totally fine with that. Dumb things.
And we're done.
Dumb things. So let's go ahead and jump into the last segment here. Every week here on the podcast, we're going to have you, the listeners, write into us your questions. It could be questions about singleness, dating, it could be about married life or dad life. And so we actually have, do you have the question here for us, Lauren, this week?
I do have it. I'm going to go ahead and read it for you. Mm-hmm. Dear Cam and Lauren, loved the first podcast. I have a question mainly for Cameron. I just got married last March, and I love music festivals, and normally I would have no issue dropping $300 for a weekend festival. However, now that I'm married, this is more of a discussion than it used to be. I can imagine it's even harder as a dad. So who would have to be the headliners to get you and the family out to a weekend-long music festival? And this is from Doug.
What up, Doug? Doug, anything with Chris Thiele in it. That's about it. We talked about this, and you don't know who Chris Thiele is.
I do not know who Chris Thiele is.
Even based on our last conversation, who do you think Chris Thiele is?
I think he is a guy whose name is actually Chris Seeley, but he bit his tongue a long time ago, and now he pronounces it Chris Thiele. That's what I think. But he never...
My wife is grounding her teeth into a powder right now just listening to this. She's in the other room. Chris Thiele is Amy's favorite artist. Amy has two favorite artists, Andrew Bird and Chris Thiele. I was more than content to give up my favorite bands when I got married. Amy really opened the world to me when we got married to more of kind of...
She could show you the world.
She could show me the world.
Shining, shimmering, splendid.
I thought it was Splendor.
Meh.
Splendid. She just did a little Jerry Seinfeld. Meh. And so she got me to fall in love with Andrew Bird and Chris Thiele, both fantastic, folksy, indie, alternative concert performers. They are dope.
You and that word.
We're going to have to get a dope counter here.
I love it.
I love it too. That's my radio personality. Lauren, I love it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. And, so Chris Thiele, Chris Thiele is a part of a couple bands here. So let me just give you my list real quick. Chris Thiele solo. Chris Thiele also does the NPR Prairie Home Companion as of now. So we'd have to start out with a little straight up Chris Thiele.
Okay.
And then we transition out of a concert and just do a full episode of Prairie Home Companion. So about an hour there. And then when we're done, we are going to transition into Punch Brothers. Punch Brothers is one of my favorite bands. Good.
I thought that was a video game.
No. It's one of those backyard brawl, like fighting videos, DVDs.
I'm not going to lie. You've said this to me before. I thought it was a video game.
I would love any video game designers out there. Please get on that. I would love that.
Or I thought it was two characters from the Mighty Ducks. Isn't it two characters from the Mighty Ducks?
No. Hold on. I want to figure this out now. You look this up while I figure this out.
I'm going to look it up. You finish telling us.
Are they the something brothers? I know. I really want to figure this out because actually someone was talking to me the other day about that. Anyway, so it would be Chris. So it would be Punch Brothers, and then finally Chris Thiele is most known for Nickel Creek. Right?
I love that band.
They're pretty awesome. And so he's, you have a brother and sister, Sarah Watkins, John Watkins, and you have Chris Thiele. Chris Thiele is a mandolin player, and it's just awesome.
Mandolin, a beautiful language.
It is. And, wow.
It's my favorite orange, too.
We could have just ended the podcast on that. Thank you. My day got better.
Good.
Good. Good.
Mandolin, I apologize.
So that's it. Chris Thiele, full episode of Prairie Home Companion, Punch Brothers, Nickel Creek, and then last, throw in Andrew Bird. Done.
So
that would have to be the full festival. I would throw down money for that, no problem. We would show up. Doesn't matter if we have crying baby, we will show.
Well, your baby won't cry because it's so soothing.
It is.
She'll just be like, ooh.
Our baby will cry tears of joy for the first time.
I think this is a festival you have to bring, like, it's like bring your own couch festival.
And bring your own baby.
Yeah, BYOB.
So that's kind of, man, I would just love that. And not like in kind of a hippie, like I'm a trashy little indie kid who's spending my $300 summer-made dollars on a festival. Like, I think I would go through the effort of bringing my couch to that. That would be so worth it.
I think it's the only way to watch a concert like that. Or it sounds like you just kind of want to shadow that Chris Thiele guy for a day of work.
Mm-hmm.
Going to all his different gigs. You're like, where are we going now, Chris? And he's like, we're going to film Bash Brothers. Oh, Punch Brothers.
Bash Brothers.
Bash Brothers is the Mighty Ducks.
We figured it out.
Yes. It came.
Get off the table, Lauren. Just dancing in excitement over this.
So happy when my brain works.
Oh, it's a beauty. Oh. So, well, that about does it. Sorry, the question was really just for me this week.
I'm going to answer it.
Oh, okay.
If I was going to pay for a festival, which I wouldn't because I hate music festivals, it would be really quickly ABBA, the Spice Girls, NSYNC, Steve Miller Band.
Yep.
The Head and the Heart, and Amos Lee. And Adele.
And Adele.
Yeah.
Do you just want to add anyone else in there?
I would also Elvis.
Elvis?
He would come back from the dead.
Yo-Yo Ma?
No.
Oh my gosh. This could not be.
More like No Ma. Get out of here.
It's so simple, but so funny.
I know.
I don't even know what to say.
Dimitri Martin. He'd be there too.
And do a full episode of Great American Life in there too. Sure. No. I don't know. I'd say that because it really sounds just all across the board.
That's pretty much how everything I like is. Everything. I never like more than one thing in one category. It seems to be like I just like except for when it comes to movies. I don't enjoy. I only like comedies, romance, drama, and documentaries.
And
action. Okay, I like everything.
Well, that you know what, to each their own.
All right, everyone, that about does it. So remember, if you have a question for Cameron and I, please write to us at unhitchedordadtrying@gmail.com. And if you would like some more of Cameron and some more of Lauren in between episode airings, you can always follow us on Instagram. You can follow Cameron at CamCarter2010, and that's also his Twitter handle. You can also follow Lauren on Instagram at Neataroni.
You're just now getting it?
No, I said follow Lauren, and I was like, I'm talking. You can follow me on Instagram, and my handle's at Neataroni. That's Neateroni.
You can also follow Lauren whenever she's walking home alone.
You're welcome. And you can follow me on Twitter at Neatos Tweetos. If you like the show, please share with your friends.
And don't forget to rate and review us on iTunes.
Yes, please.
Definitely do that.
Well, guys, that about does it for this week. Thanks again for joining us. We'll see you here next week for another episode of Unhitched or Dad Trying.
Adios.
Bye. And rate and review us on iTunes. No.